Hi, I'm Chris Shoemaker, and this is my presentation for EDS 708 titled Defining Curriculum. In this presentation, I will go over 6 different interpretations, 3 from my own personal experiences, and 3 from researchers that I've studied. Personally speaking, when I think of curriculum, I looked at it from 3 different viewpoints. 1 from a parent, 2 as a teacher administrator, 3 as a student. As a parent of 4 school-age children, I want to know what my children are going to learn. When are they going to learn it? And how are my children going to be assessed? This sort of information usually comes out through newsletters and websites and parent-teacher conferences, those sorts of things. And it's reassuring to know as a parent what's taking place in my child's classroom. These are all things that I think of when I think of curriculum as a parent. Are the assessments going to be paper pencil, group projects or presentations? When is standardized assessments coming up in the spring? Those sorts of things. When you ask a parent what curriculum is, oftentimes they may tell you these sorts of things. As a teacher administrator, I think of curriculum as what am I supposed to teach, when am I supposed to teach it, and what do I need to teach it. When I go into classrooms and observe as an administrator for the evaluation process, I look for these things. Are the teachers teaching the curriculum? Is it clear to me through conversations with students and the teachers that what's being rolled out in the curriculum is being provided to the students? I also look at, are they on time? Are they behind? Are they ahead or on schedule? These are all key to making sure the curriculum is done in a timely manner. And finally, what do the teachers need to be successful? Do they have the resources that are needed for that? What can I do to help them have those things? As a student growing up, when I thought of curriculum, I thought of what classes do I take? What courses am I enrolled in for this semester or for this school year? What are the teachers going to be teaching me? What am I going to be learning? And what sorts of assignments and tests and projects are going to be expected of me? And also, did I have what was needed for class? Did I have the appropriate materials to be successful? As a student, this is what I thought of when I thought of curriculum. Next, I'll go into 3 research-based interpretations of curriculum. The first, Ms. Bree Stauffer. Ms. Stauffer was is a former computer tech businesswoman who turned into an educator later in life. She defined curriculum as the collections of lessons and assessments and other content taught in a school program or class by a teacher. She also says that teachers refer to curriculum as what they teach and the resources needed to teach them. She states that you may often hear teachers say, I need additional curriculum, or I wish I had extra curriculum in order to teach this subject or this standard. They also talk about curriculum as, what is to be taught. Her third point on curriculum is that schools and districts may refer to the curriculum as the standards or class sequence. I agree with this as well. When teachers get together and talk amongst themselves, you may hear them refer to the standards coming up, or how did you teach this standard, or what standard is coming up next. Oftentimes the word standard is used in place of the word curriculum. The second researcher in my presentation comes from Mark K. Smith. He went over 2 keys to curriculum, along with 4 ways to approach curriculum. Smith says that learning is guided and planned, and I agree, as the curriculum is often a roadmap in terms of what needs to be done when and what is to be taught. He also refers to the definition of curriculum with schooling. I agree with this take as well because oftentimes when you hear the word curriculum, it is in a school-based setting, whether it's elementary, middle, high school, community or junior college, 4-year college, postgraduate college, which is law school or med school. You often hear the word curriculum in a school setting. Smith goes on to talk about 4 ways to approach curriculum. He says that curriculum is transmitted. This means it is communicated to others through a syllabus, newsletter, checklist, those sorts of things. Smith talks about how curriculum is a product. Curriculum has goals that need to be met or tried to be attained. They have, expectations for students and expectations for teachers to teach those things as a product. Smith goes on to say that curriculum is a process, and I agree. Curriculum is a journey, so to speak, with different stops along the way, along with expectations. They do have due dates. They do have end goals in mind, those sorts of things, but there really is, in general, no clear or no beginning. It's an ongoing process. Smith concludes his research by talking about how curriculum is a praxis. The way it's set up is very procedural and can be kind of checked off, so to speak, as you go through it. And it also can be rolled over from year to year. So I agree with his 4 ways to approach curriculum. The last research interpretation in my presentation is from two researchers, Lindsay O. and Ray Roski. I found it interesting what they started off with by saying that curriculum is not textbooks, materials, worksheets, and videos, and I agree with this. Teachers often hit roadblocks and get bogged down in the fact that they lean too much on textbooks and materials as being the curriculum when they are not. The curriculum is what's mandated by state departments and local boards of education and other agencies as far as what to teach. Oh, and Rossi go on to talk about what curriculum is. I agree with their point on curriculum being knowledge and skills. What are you teaching the students, and what are the students learning? What's being laid out as the expectations in the curriculum? Those are all the knowledge and skills necessary to move on, and I agree with that. Conversations, opportunities, and connections, while they may not be dictionary definitions of curriculum, they all play a major role in the curriculum itself. You have to have those meaningful conversations with teachers and students and between administrators and teachers and that sort of thing. The learning experiences are the opportunities that are being provided. You can try to go through the curriculum and teach it without those things, but the chances of success greatly increase by providing meaningful opportunities for students to be successful. What are those learning experiences? And find the connections that are being made. Are teachers and students connecting on a level with trust and fairness? Are professors and students at the college level doing the same thing? You got to have those connections in order to help improve the success rate of the curriculum. Owen Roski concluded their research with essential questions. They looked at policy and oversight, the curriculum that is written, taught, and tested, accessibility and support of the curriculum, evaluation and revision of the curriculum, and the cyclic resource adoption of curriculum resources. Questions that come up under these categories may include things such as, what is the mission and vision for the school? Does everyone understand their roles and responsibilities? Those are key in helping carry out the curriculum. Things such as, what are the timelines, expectations, and the exact standards being taught? You may hear of teachers unwrapping standards or unpacking standards. These are all part of understanding what the curriculum is. Very important question, I think, is what's the rollout plans? What are the systems that are in place for the curriculum? You got to have a game plan in order for the curriculum to be carried out successfully. You hear the word fidelity often in terms of professional learning communities. Is the plan being carried out truthfully and honestly and fairly? Does it give everyone an equal chance to be successful? And finally, the resources. Are they being purchased in a timely manner? Are they being updated accordingly? Or are you just going through year to year without taking inventory of those things? If you're not, it hurts the chances of the curriculum being carried out with fidelity, like I mentioned earlier. These are just a few of the interpretations, both from myself and from other researchers. I hope you can take what's being presented here and apply it to your own beliefs and enhance your own knowledge of what curriculum is. And I hope you enjoy my presentation. Thank you.